Okay, in our last section, we've added some fields to our application, some simple basic fields, and some validation criteria. And we also showed how we can, one thing I forgot to show you is we can sort these fields, ascending or descending, any of the fields that we lay out, and also pagination supplied. So if we had more than a couple of records to show you, I could show you how the pagination works, but that's another time. So let's create some more items. Let's add another table called organization types. They can choose an organization or the kind of industry they might be in. So let's call it org types. A new table called org types. Of course, it needs primary key ID field, primary no increment, and also it needs a name field. So we'll call name, and of course it's going to be varchar with a length of 50 as a default. And let's add another table called news options. Now, whether they want to receive news via email, newsletter type of thing, and it should be just a yes or no lookup table. News options, of course, ID, again, primary key, and it's going to be like the table before, another name, and of course, this is just going to be yes or no option here. Varchar. And let's add one more table. Topics of interest. And of course, ID, primary key, and again, name field. With the usual varchar and the other defaults. Okay, we have our main table members and 3 lookup tables, and we need to add some fields and members to correspond to our lookup tables. So let's add some fields here. One for news options. First, call it news options ID. Let's spell it right here. That'll correspond to our news options table, lookup table. Field. Let's add another one for org types. Field, we'll call it org types ID, and that's going to correspond to the lookup table org types. And the final topics, call it topics ID. And these tables will correspond to all these fields, I should say, would correspond to all the tables here. Okay, let's go back to our application generator to refresh, and we see it picked up all of the extra fields and tables we put in. Here's all the fields, and it picked up the tables as well. So this visible column here shows you what's visible in the table list. So if it's checked up, we're going to be showing it, but we don't necessarily want to watch everything, but see what it looks like, everything shows. We can see shows all the fields, but we don't want that. We just want to show a couple. So let's get rid of comments, use options, and let's choose these. So if we try launching it again, we shouldn't see everything, but just we can just more manageable. We can just see a couple of the fields we chose. Table. Okay, let's try adding a record, and we can see added the new fields we have, and they're drop downs. And what's more, there's nothing in them. It's because we didn't enter any data for those yet. So let's go in and do that now. Go something in news options. Let's add, that should be just a yes or no value. So put in yes and one for no. Okay, got that set up for that. Org types, let's add some things for that. How about commercial? These are organization types, type of industry. So we're going to order government. Okay, and how about non-profit? Oh, spell that wrong. Profit, and let's pick one more. How about academia?